Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Ask Cap, where I make real estate easier. So today I want to talk about the larger agency or the smaller agency. So of course there's a lot of agencies outside there. There's Harcourts, Baileys, Rayward, and then there's smaller agencies as well. Uh, but I think uh, a lot of people have a rough idea of what a larger agency do or what a smaller agency do. But I just want to dig a bit deeper of what does different business model of agencies helps you with. So of course there's pluses and there's minuses for both of them. Uh, but what a larger agency does for you, of course, it's a well-known brand. So it does bring your property with a certain energy on the market, and buyers feel a bit comfortable with that brand. I'm not saying they're great or anything, but it's just if you think about all the high-ending brands like Ray White, Ryan and Horn, Harcourts, Baileys, and everything like that. They're well-known brands, and buyers feel comfortable with it. The other thing I want to talk about is the uh, competitiveness. So, if you are selecting an agent from an agency where there are 40 agents, that agent is responsible for you. So that there's normally a internal competitiveness to get the property sold. So I talk to my colleagues all the time, or of course we have Tuesday meetings where we show the properties, all the properties that were listed in that week, to the other agents. So there's internal trust and there's internal competitiveness to get the property sold, which brings a greater price for the property. I'm not saying you can't build competition in a smaller agency, but it's just different like that. So there's that. I think the common concern that some people might have is like, are you gonna get personalized service in a larger agency? Because I think the smaller agencies say, hey, when you go into a larger agency, normally you're a number in a machine, or you are like you're on a conveyor belt in a sausage factory. So I think this is what they say, but is it true? Don't think so. I don't think so at all, because as I said, if you choosing an agency where there's 40 agents and you're choosing one agent out of them, that agent is responsible for you, so he's going to get the personalized service to you. So this is, I would say, with a smaller, is there a downside to a larger agency though? I don't think so. I think apart from the personalized service thing that smaller agencies talk about, I don't think that's true anyway. So I don't think there's a downside to it. Whereas within a smaller agency, you'll get more personalized service, or I think that's what you think like it. But that only happens because they have lower volume, and that's because of the lower volume that they're dealing with in the houses. They go through buyer by buyer by buyer by buyer by buyer. So I think they are more based, they're more personalized like that. But that only happens because they have lower volume. Whereas if you go with the larger agency, you will not miss that internal competition that I'm talking about, because if you're working with a smaller agency and there's just 5 or 6 agents, there's no internal competition. Whereas if you're working with the agency where is 40-50 agents, there's internal competition to get the property sold, which gives the trust for the price, and which is what we want. Of course you can build competition outside as well. I think all the agents does that, and smaller agencies can do that as well. But if your mindset is more like going towards that opportunity of getting the best price by having the competition outside and inside the agency, I think larger agency would help you with that. And I've worked personally in smaller agencies as well before, and I work for Harcourts now, which is great. And I think it's much better. That's just my opinion anyway, not trying to push anyone's buttons. But if your mindset is more like getting towards a good price by getting the best chance of putting the competition out there, outside and inside, I think larger agency would suit. But if you are more like going towards that boutique agency where you are getting this personalized service, which you get at big agencies as well, but if you want to go with that buyer kind of mindset, then of course the smaller agency would help you with that. So this is what I wanted to talk about today. This was just my take. This was just my take on the larger agency and smaller agency, because I've worked in both the business models, and I think, in my personal opinion, of course, larger agencies just gets you that uh, gets you to that competitive position in the marketplace, which helps you to secure a greater price. That's all. But yeah, I'll come back with another video of Ask Cap, and stay tuned.